Hi guys, happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I can't believe it is October 1st. It's, it's like 2 months away from New Year's. Almost. 3 months. October, November, December. Okay, 3 months. Um, Trump was in Minnesota last Wednesday, and he had brought up at his rally OMAR. And when he started talking about the representative, the crowd went wild and was chanting, "Lock her up, lock her up." And it's no wonder. The things that she's come out in the media with just such negativity and hate towards our country, and towards our president, like she's running it, is really, it, it's it's um, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, actually. And the president warned the dangers of allowing refugees to settle in Minnesota, because that's exactly what's going to happen if Biden wins. Um, Now, Congresswoman OMAR is a Somali refugee, and he was pointing out Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's pledge to significantly increase the refugee admissions from numbers Trump has cut. He cut down during his first term in office. They want to flood this country, guys, with so many foreigners and refugees. They're going to eat up our benefits that people need. And listen, there's been times I have had to be on benefits because I've gotten gang stalked so much for so many years. So I'm not embarrassed to say that. I'm not embarrassed to admit that. Our citizens need access to benefits that are available, medical, dental, whatever the case may be. And the fact that Biden wants to flood the state with refugees is with large numbers, is really going to impact Minnesota. Not only that, but they want to use those refugees as their Antifa, or whatever it is they're going to call them, because we won't have a police. So they need someone to schmooze with these free benefits, and then get them to do whatever it is the agenda of the Democrats may be at that time. Because remember, they're going to do a total takeover. So President Trump went on to say, what is going on with OMAR? Now apparently she's been getting caught for harvesting, ballot harvesting. And he went on to say that he's heard over the years, couple of years, about how corrupt and crooked she is. He's like, what the hell is going on? I hope the U.S. attorney gets involved. The U.S. attorney needs to get involved ASAP. In fact, Project Veritas, I've seen this online. It's an undercover video. It's a journalism organization with James O'Keefe, the founder. He released videos of Minnesota organizers caught on video. This is like undercover, caught on video with stacks of empty ballots in a car, with other organizers offering someone to pay money for someone's ballot. So the cheating on how the Democrats are going to steal this election is in full force. So we got to be concerned and on top of this. So there were stacks of empty ballots in a car, along with another organizer offering someone money for someone's ballot. Another organizer came out and said that OMAR was the one who came up with all of this. Now, since OMAR is a radical Democrat, the the mainstream media is not gonna, they're not gonna report any of this because mainstream media is owned by communism, and the Democrats, they're all communists. So they protect each other. And I'm not the mainstream media, obviously, so I will be talking about this, as you can see on my video. But, you know, Trump went on to say that the harvesting, ballot harvesting, isn't the worst thing that she's done. She's been in a lot of scandals, and one of them was allegedly marrying her own brother to get a green card, and lying to the court later on to get a divorce against her brother, to making anti-Semitic comments, and paying her new husband $1 million for consulting fees and other issues. So the crowd, you know, broke into a chant, lock her up, lock her up. And you can't blame them, because at the end of the day, OMAR is an anti-Semite and an all-around bigot. And all these left radicals, guys, they're bigots. They think they're supreme. They think they're evolved. They think they're the elite. But when you look at these left radical Democrats, they're insane. They're like Jerry Springer on steroids, and they're complete criminals and liars. So Trump complained at the rally that OMAR shouldn't keep trashing the United States. And, you know, President Trump was like, well, how's your country doing, OMAR? You know, she is a native war-torn Somalian. She's from Somalia. And the country, the United States, this country accepted her with open arms. And it would be nice just for once if she showed a little gratitude and praise for the United States. But, you know, with these left radical Democrats, instead, you know, all they want to do is bash the United States. But then when it comes to votes, their song and dance changes. So, you know, Omar would probably be dead right now if it wasn't for the generosity of the United States welcoming her with open arms. This is the thanks we get, guys. Now, Minnesota is along the highest population of refugees in the country. But Trump has drastically cut the number of refugees that could enter the country annually. And the president pointed out that Biden, if he wins, he would increase 700% of refugees coming into Minnesota, into the United States. And these are the most dangerous people from all over the world, like Yemen, Syria, Somalia. Biden will turn Minnesota into a refugee camp. Overwhelming public resources. Those public resources will go to these foreigners, guys. They're going to be overcrowding schools if they happen to be left open. They're going to be overcrowding hospitals. And Biden's platform does call for a large increase in refugee admissions, because bringing people who can't take care of themselves is the ultimate virtue signal for Democrats running the office. Now, the former vice president pledged to admit about 95,000 refugees every year. And that was slightly greater than the Obama limit back in 2016. So Trump has set a limit. He's capped it at 18,000. for 2020. And it's called America First. America First, guys, is where Trump cracks down on all these foreigners just coming in, flooding our states, and putting a cap on it, because we have our own citizens to worry about. And that's what President Trump is about. The Democrats, Biden, no, not at all. So it's called America First. And I gotta tell you, the ballot harvesting, the stealing of ballots, the selling of ballots, bashing our country, saying really insane things in the media towards our country, and saying we're going to use every tool that we have. The Democrats, radicals, bring Antifa. They bring crazies, OMAR, like her, to come in and help take over, guys. We don't need that BS. So I'm hoping that this OMAR representative for Minnesota not only gets charged by the U.S. attorney, because President Trump said the U.S. attorney needs to get involved ASAP. She needs to be charged. She needs to fulfill the consequences of that charge. And she needs to be deported. We can't have this trash wrecking our country, wrecking our election, trying to steal our election. This is an outrage. So I'm going to be posting this. We need to work together, guys, stand with our president, and call these monsters out. If these monsters are behind a mic lying to the citizens, as they usually do, call them out for what they are. Liars, terrorists, communists, frauds. Yeah, that's what they are, guys. We can't allow them to steal our country. All right, I wanted to talk about OMAR. She has always given me the creeps. When I've seen her, I can't really stomach seeing her talk in the media too long. I can't even stand looking at her because so much hate comes out of her, so much evil. And it makes me ill. She's a danger to our society, to our citizens, and to our country. Let's get the trash out, guys. Let's get her out. Let's get her out as soon as possible. Let's get her charged. Let's get her out. All right, guys. Take care of each other, and I'll see you on the next video in Trump 2020.